Come sit with me. Siete.
Siete?
Come on, Gabby used to sit on my lap.
Siete. Siete.
Come here, baby.
Siete. Lie.
He's thinking about it. That's a soft no.
He's watching the yard. He came in last night with his tail puffed up. It's been a while. You got all these immigrant cats moving in. You wonder why the Africans fucking sold their slaves. It was to move them out of the territory. He's fighting a whole neighborhood full of feral cats living under
There's
a
a
damn...
mess of them all of a sudden. I see the black calico. I see the orange one.
And they move like a pride. And he's left all alone. At least before, Gabby would sit and watch him beat the shit out of a cat in the backyard in the night.
Yeah, I think he's missing her.
He's
so
still
affectionate.
protecting her territory.
But surprisingly, I'm sure you're surprised, Siete is not quite as affectionate as what you would think.
What do you mean?
Well, normally he's,
Oh,
he'll
mean
sit
right
next
now?
to you. But now it's like ever since we lost Gabby, not lost, she passed.
Peacefully.
Very peacefully.
18 years.
Yeah.
She decided it was better to die than become a part of the workforce.
Oh, yeah. So Gabby was extremely affectionate. Very affectionate. Demanded affection. And so I'd meditate in the morning. She'd always sit on my lap. And of course that sucked because now she's gone and the thing you do to relax, you can't relax because you're used to her being there. So he came over and he's been sitting on my lap in the mornings. Every morning now he does.
Tess did it right at first, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's so affectionate, lays and purrs and gives me head, So.
And I finally had the scabs come off my wrist from last 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Oh,
right.
He's
very
that came out of
affectionate
nowhere.
with me, too.
Yeah, he was all loving on us because she's been gone a month now, almost exactly a month yesterday.
Well, you know who's back? Polka Dotts.
Polka Dotts.
I talked earlier this morning about how there's a new great nephew.
Yes, I'm a great aunt now.
Maybe the greatest of them all. Who knows?
I am a great aunt.
And I forgot that it was also her bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
You see this? Look at that. It's a conundrum. Here we are. Nolan and Victoria. Nolan in disguise as Judas. Nolan wears another face. Judas covers his true nature quite well because Nolan couldn't possibly be that bad. It's Judas. And here we are. We have... Hi, baby. We have a great nephew at the same time.
Yeah.
Our bloodline, it's in both of our bloods. And she being the female.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
She is part of the matriarchal sensation that this child is exposed to through its mother. And now I get the boy. Polka Dotts. Polska. We got a great nephew last night. What are we gonna do with it?
Oh, there goes the other. He's after something.
Yeah, he's got his hunting posture on. Look at this baby. What are we gonna do with it? This is time for me to make connections with the niece mother, so that I can have.
Well, I could always make up some concoction. You know, I could mix up a little something.
You mean we wouldn't even have to talk to them? We're trying to push this child down a path. This is a child that looks at great uncles and great aunts and says, how can that be? They've both got your blood. You've got both of our blood. Isn't that something? It's not like, it's like when my Uncle Carl and my Aunt Freedy were married right before my dad and my mom. Uncle Carl was my dad's brother. My mom was Freedy's sister, Aunt Freedy's sister, Elfrida. I don't even know how to spell the way you're supposed to say it. I don't know how to say it when I think about it. Aunt Freedy. Yeah. I'm like, that sounds stupid. Right. But it's her name. That's what we called her. So that's an aunt and that's an uncle. It's not like when Uncle Dan married Debbie from downstate, who was fucking all the bikers in their trailer, and Danny was born of a biker and not my uncle.
We can attach that in the description to Elfenfest when we ran into him at Mary's Tavern.
Yes. Did I publish that?
I'm sure. No?
I think that was
teaser. That was good stuff. I thought we did. Or did we decide not to?
I think I decided not to because it was a person's life.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you chose to do the right thing.
We did another one that we did with just us, and then he showed up. Yeah. And there was the sound of the traffic, and there was his personal information. I said,
you're right. I
shouldn't have even said his name.
Edited it. I think you edited it.
I don't think I had that ability at the time.
Okay. I'm sure we did the right thing.
Dance and Dan.
Dance and Dan.
His mother, I never considered aunt because she wasn't really my bloodline. But here we are to Polka Dotts. We are both great aunt and great uncle
by blood.
Of the same blood. That's as close as you can get to incest without two people being related.
You're right, yeah. Totally clean. Nostrovia.
Health and well-being. "25 years ago today, I was in Warsaw. If we go by the moon cycle and the way they fuck up the holidays and the dates.
Okay.
But 25 Halloweens ago, or Easters ago, I didn't do that on purpose. Oh.
And
you hear the people screaming in the distance?
Yeah.
I was in Warsaw. You do what?
What?
I was in Warsaw 25 years ago today. I was sitting in some room in Warsaw. You know why they say Christ will come again? It's because Mary the Magdalene prayed hard.
How did it get wrapped up into the whole pagan following though? Because it follows the moon. Easter comes on the first full moon after the equinox.
I'm so glad you asked this, not because I'm going to answer the question, but
It's
because
really just a
it made
curiosity.
me think about how when we think of Jesus, the way that they produced history in about 300 AD or whenever it was, 800 or 300, Constantine had his dream of crosses coming, so he said, well, it's close enough to Sol Invictus, I can do this. And he said, we'll take this other God into our hands, and then somebody got turned around. There's only one God now, but we didn't get that far yet. The thing is, how when they rewrote all this stuff and took vague stories and made it look good to us, we imagine Jesus, the man God, the Jesus man, as being a human being. And what we've done, we've forgotten. Maybe the Greeks and the Romans saw Jupiter and Zeus as man gods, like not like gods in the sky, like you can't fight it. Like maybe they saw them as they saw themselves. Maybe this whole religion thing was started out as a philosophical event, like how to become more attuned to ourselves. And suddenly, we make them look like they're 900 feet tall and attacking that guy, Brigham Young or Oral Roberts or whatever the hell. 900-foot Jesus. What would you think if you saw a 900-foot Jesus? I'd think he's coming for me. So we got
Where the shoulders come in.
got you right by the fucking shoulders, looking you in the eye. I got you now, motherfucker.
A little scary. So I still don't understand how, because like Christmas is on the same. You're talking. Anyway, you're talking. Christmas is on the same day all the time, right? Easter floats, but it floats with the pagan. It follows the moon. How did I? Because it is. It's the first full moon after the spring equinox.
Well, I'm glad you looked that up, because I know it has something to do with it.
Dad taught me that.
Dad, he follows his seasons.
No, he just knows that.
Well, I'm sure he appreciates it because he follows the seasons.
Exactly.
He
But
does.
how?
You don't
Because those
go
are
on a
those
Tuesday
are
if
the
there's
two.
no full moon.
As far as like Christian religion goes, those are the two biggies: Christmas and Easter. So Christmas is the same, and Easter floats. So
Somehow, you know what?
in the comments, tell me what the story is with that.
Well, I'm just thinking, I don't know about comments.
I'm interacting with the crowd.
How, it's just like when I'm trying to put my merch thing on the site. I have to remember to do it.
And I had to
afterwards
figure out
because
how
I
to
don't have
add
enough
to the
people
store
following.
because I wanted to do like the bucket hats.
Buckethead
Yeah.
played for Guns N' Roses with Axl.
Leggings. I wanted to get some of the women's leggings. I got them all designed and everything. So I'm like trying to add it to the store. And, I'm not super savvy with all this stuff. So my patience with it is this long. So
I have to remember to do this thing at the end of it. Put them into the description. And maybe that's what happened with the Julian calendar. When they were
the
setting it up.
Gregorian and all that. Yeah.
Well, Julian is what we use now. So they're updating things. Maybe they got to where we'll just call Christmas the 25th because it fell in right time with the pagan holidays, the 12 days of Christmas and all that shit that go on. And they never got around to Easter, so it flows with the damn rhythm of everything again. Maybe that's why it's different. And why is there a rabbit in Easter? Because everybody sees they're fucking horny bunnies fucking.
And they can pop them out
fucking like rabbits.
Nobody's business.
And let's not say they're any good. They go, boom,
it's
done.
Just, yeah.
Get up again. And it's like, oh, while you're sleeping, your buddy's fucking moving.
You can't figure out why your ass hurts when you wake up.
Who the dad is.
Okay, so
Polka Dotts.
If they never got around to the Easter one, so that just means that the death was a bigger deal than him coming back from the dead. I mean, it seems like that would be the big one. You know, like, holy crap, he came back from the dead. It seems like that would be a big deal. No?
Well, I've been
dead.
Yeah,
you're right.
It's not that unusual.
I got it backwards.
I mean, not like Jesus is so special because he came back from the dead. I got it backwards.
It's been a while since I've been to church. I answered my own question. Kind of.
That's why we talk to ourselves. Because sometimes there's nobody that has the answer as well. Yeah.
I used to go to Sunday school every week. My grandma would take us. My cousin and I were
like
little.
10 years ago.
She was so cute. She was so tiny. And, you know, she never said anything negative or anything bad or improper or anything like that. And if she did, she'd whisper it. She just wouldn't. And so she never wanted to be late for church. We'd get in the car and she'd be like, okay, girls, you know, we're going to be late. Hold on. And she'd be doing like 90 to church.
Jesus is my co-pilot.
We'd be in the back like, oh my God. And she drove like wherever she looked, that's where the car would go.
They teach you that in NASCAR training. Look where you want to go.
Oh, I miss her so much. So that's about all the exposure I had. I was never going to be a priest like you.
Siete? Oh.
You going to wrap this up? It's like 18 minutes.
It's done. Hey, I was just chasing Siete. I thought that we really, just wanted to talk about the idea because it's so offensive that we are both greats. Great aunt, great uncle. We own this child. It's gonna